The components you'll need to tie the Triggalink Combi blowback rig are total mass rig putty, 0.5mm silicone tubing, a Fang twister in size 8, 20-pound Triggalink, 20-pound armour braid, and the yellow Sweetcorn from the TT Mutant range. First off, take some 20-pound armour braid hook link and tie a loop in the end to make your hair. This armour braid's awesome stuff. It's really supple, it's really strong, and the abrasion resistance is second to none. On top of that, it sinks like a brick, which makes it ideal for so many rigs, including this Triggalink Combi blowback rig. Next, trim the tag end off on your loop, make sure everything's nice and neat. Now take 10 inches or so of the armour braid, give yourself a nice long length of this just to make life easy. Now take a 5mm section of 0.5mm silicone tubing and thread this on. Here we're using a splicing needle just to make it nice and easy. Next, pass the point of the Fang twister hook through the silicone tubing. If you're using barbed hooks here, be careful not to nick the hook link, as it can be a bit of a nightmare to get off. Next, thread the armour braid back through the eye of the hook and set the length of your hair and use a knotless knot to tie in place. We're using a Fang twister hook for this rig. They're really popular with a lot of our anglers. They're super strong, super sharp, and just give fantastic hook holds. Slowly slide the silicone down over the eye of the hook. Take your time with this and make sure you get the silicone in the perfect position to give the angle that you're looking for. Okay, and the next step is to take a nice long length of Triggalink, maybe around 12 inches. Give yourself plenty to work with, as it makes it easier. And we're going to attach this to the armour braid using a 5-turn back-to-back grinner. Triggalink is a massively underused hook link material, and one that definitely shouldn't be ignored. It's made up of PVA strands woven into it, which create an awesome elastic bungee effect, if you like, when it's submerged in water. And now we're going to attach the armour braid to the Triggalink using the second half of our knot. Thread the armour braid through the loop in the Triggalink like so. Form a loop with the armour braid. And now pass your tag end through the loop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And now gently tease the knot down. Remember, always moisten your knots. Make sure they bed down correctly. And now trim your tag ends. And it's worth mentioning at this point, glue your knots just to prevent any of your braid tag ends fraying. Finish off with an overhand knot on the end of the Triggalink. And tighten this down using your rig tying toolkit puller. Again, moistening your knot, and trim all your tag ends. And now just to attach the hook bait, using the Nash micro boilie needle, in this case using a 15mm amber strawberry bottom bait, which we thread onto the hair. The next step is to take a small piece of yellow mutant corn, thread this onto the boilie needle, and then straight onto the hair on top of the hook bait. This is an awesome visual attractor with a little bit of yellow on the top, and this could be used as a single hook bait or when fishing over a quality food bait like Scopex squid. Now slide the tubing round the bend of the hook to make the point heavy, and as you can see, the hook pulls in and turns very quickly, pricking every time. Finally, take some Total Must rig putty and just rub this along the Triggalink hook link just to darken the colour slightly, and also add a little bit of weight to ensure everything is pinned down tight to the bottom. This rig suits many different types of lead setups. In this case we're using a diffusion leader with a safety bolt bead, and attached to the end of that is the link clip, and this is where we attach the loop from our Triggalink. A Triggalink Combi blowback rig, something that should definitely be in your armoury.